This is NDTV and you are watching NDTV Prime.
Welcome to Video Next Asia, presented by Adobe and powered by View. I would now like to invite Mr. Shrikant Khandekar, curator of Video Next Asia, to tell us a little bit more about this convention. And could we please welcome him with a huge round of applause.
Thank you for being here. VideoNext has been in the making for a very long time. Some of you might wonder about the Asia as a suffix. It's a statement of intent. If you think about China or India, these are going to be some of the largest markets for digital video. And they are also among the largest market for mobile phones. The thing in our minds was that if we are going to be one of the largest markets in the world for digital video in the coming years, why not try to create a convention here that actually represents Asia? So it's a statement of ambition. We've got several speakers who've come from overseas for the first convention, and some of the delegates have come from abroad as well. But it is, so next year I hope we're not just bigger, but we're also more international. It's one of the reasons why, though it's only our first year, we thought we'd try to make it as complete as we could. So we've got an award ceremony, we have a small exhibition, we have some really great master classes. I would like to thank our sponsors, our speakers, our jurors, the exhibitors for making the effort.
Most frequently asked question that you get asked in any forum?
Oh yeah, how can I become a YouTube superstar? That is the most frequently asked question, and we just tell them, look, just start already. Put out your first video, right? There is huge opportunity. There are only 350 million consumers on the internet today. By 2020, we'll be, 650, 700 or whatever that number is. And there are some languages which are probably not even got their first YouTube creator. So what are you waiting for, right? There's huge headroom, right? So start now.
When I started my first songs, it's all about when I write a song. So it's all about me. I am writing a song that I love, what I feel, what I see, what I learn from the surroundings, that I write. Once I put down the video and there are people who love it, they say that it's a beautiful song, and definitely we all see the comments. We like to see the comments and response, what people think about that song. So there are definitely suggestions are there. This is not good, or this is very good, this is not good. And after getting so much views and comments, we definitely, when we are making a new song or next time making any content, we definitely think that, oh, I don't have to do this, or people won't like it, or I have to do this, people will love it.
I think it's a very trial and error sort of a model with YouTube. You put your content, you don't know, because you don't know who's watching it, right? Everyone in the world with an internet connection and can watch you. So you don't know who's watching, you don't know whom you're targeting your content at. So I think in the beginning you just put out everything and you take the comments in consideration, because that's how you slowly and steadily get to know, you find your feet on the channel. Okay, what is my audience liking, what sort of an audience I have.
You have to balance the two.
Yes.
This pressure from the response and
and
what comes from within yourself.
The audience that is coming to our digital platforms demands a quicker, shorter, snappier video. And so we're focused very heavily on that. To the extent that despite being a traditional broadcast company, we now create videos specially for mobile phones in our most popular genres.
Yeah, if the question is, will TV as we know be impacted? Yes. very clearly, and I think it's already, you're seeing that happening already. But will TV itself be impacted? I think there's some more time that TV will hold out, for the simple reason that though we are talking technology, all this is about technology, and digital is nothing if it is not technology. Digital still has a huge technology problem to solve to beat TV, which is concurrence. Digital still cannot handle above a certain maximum of concurrence.
Whether you call it online videos, content, or advertising, I think the most critical thing for any media or information which is produced for the sake of marketing is to attract, persuade, engage, and ultimately move brand metrics and sales.
Online and offline is in our minds.
Okay.
Yeah, when you look at the consumers, right? If somebody who's viewing it digitally, to him that is the medium in which he's viewing it.
Okay.
Somebody who's watching an ad on television is the medium where you're viewing it. I think we at agencies, creatives, marketers kind of try and make it very complex because we need to understand our consumer more. If you are asking me that when will online videos start, I think they should start today.
We have a whole range of opinions on the panel. We'll start off with the no-nevers, which is Arunab. Why do you think it's no-never?
So we have a culture of showing the biggest Bollywood movies for free on television, and this is something which is a training of 9 decades. And when it comes to money, no matter how much of overexcitement this country has, people still open 3 websites and figure out the cheapest stuff, and they buy from that website, irrespective of who's doing better in e-commerce. So when it comes to value, as long as these people have a way out to watch something for free, my contention is they will not pay a single rupee. So
you're a definite no. Siddharth, what do you think? Will people pay?
So I also come from a town called Allahabad. And I think it's pretty close to Darbhanga as such, but so we firmly believe, we've always stayed in the middle as a company. We believe that there is a place to get the content for free, there's a place to get it for paid. It's how we charge the consumers where the story lies in the Indian landscape.
It's a yes and no.
Absolutely.
Great.
People will pay, but the number of people who will pay in this country at this point in time is very small, and therefore my vote at this point goes to more ad-supported, and that's the larger game as we speak right now and for maybe next 12 to 24 months. So at this point, I would be more on the red.
There is this oft saying that we sort of hear, Indians don't want to pay for content, right? And so about 15 months back, I was reviewing a study that we do globally known as the Global Video Indicator Study, and that said 23% of Indians are willing to pay for digital video content. Now, I didn't know whether to look at that as a glass half full or as a glass half empty, but 23% was not very, very reassuring. Honestly, if you ask me, I think as far as the way we are looking at the video digital space, we think the subscription market is going to take some time to evolve. We therefore believe in a freemium model. We keep a large part of our content for free, and we charge for a certain part of our content. For us, the play is really to see how the market evolves. If the customer sees value, he will come over and pay you for the content. But this is pretty much a midterm haul. I would say we will be ad indexed in the nearer term.
And then Samir is totally on the yes side. Why?
Yeah, actually, see, I'm on the yes side. I mean, I totally believe in that because, there are different ways to look at this. And when you look at a pay market and every time you talk about these things, you size the market in different ways. So like, for example, we have always paid for television, right? Nobody here never paid for TV, right from 1992 or whenever it started. You pay for everything in India, actually. It's a myth that Indians don't pay and that Indians are cheapskates. Indians are not cheapskates. You got to pay for everything. You go to the temple, you got to put some money in that thali, right? Otherwise, it's not going to work there. So I think Indians are paying. They pay for a lot of things. Indians pay when they perceive value, like anyone else. If it's something that they want, and if it's not available elsewhere.
I think that the other part of this, what will consumers pay for, is about content. It's also about giving them the content in a seamless way.
Alex, I'd like you to tell me from your global experience, have you seen only sports, specialized sports outlets?
These sports brands and these franchises are extremely large businesses, and they're often media businesses in the true sense of the word. So I think it's great that we can open up with easy access to technology and have all these things, but meaningful traction, I think, is driven by large fan bases and support.
There is so much opportunity in surround content which is under leveraged at this point in time.
And surround content needs specialized apps.
Absolutely.
It cannot go on a generic app.
So one great example of not exactly surround content but non-live content was what Hotstar did with Olympics.
When you look at a Man U TV or a Chelsea TV or what NBA teams do, the amount of content they are able to generate from the training sessions, from the practice sessions to the interviews, conversations, etc., that surround content is extremely valuable, and that's an area where internationally teams that have got scale have been able to do that quite significantly.
I do think, some of the numbers that I mentioned in terms of scale, there is a lag in terms of brands and advertisers recognizing the scale of OTT or a platform like Hotstar and starting to disproportionately put money behind where consumption is. So I see that as a big opportunity for us.
Yes, people watch live events. It's always been thus. However, more and more people are watching all the stuff around it, and we will start to see that. So the monetization will probably start to flatten. You'll see more money coming into the stuff around the live events, and you might see maybe a stagnation around the money going around the live event.
I think perhaps measurement of video is one of the key things that is going to determine how well video does in terms of advertising dollars in the years to come in India. And perhaps the biggest need of the hour for us as an industry, advertising industry, is to try to find measurable parameters where you can correlate one thing to the other.
When it comes to getting into something which is more beyond just a story, but also, resonating with each and every consumer mindset, which is all about dressing up. I represent Raymond, which is all about a story about the complete man. I think video brings in a very beautiful platform. Digital video brings in a very beautiful platform to narrate the story.
Alex, you bring us a different perspective. A, from a different geographical point of view, and B, your company is sort of at the cutting edge in many ways on this. So what is your take specifically with measurement as the key part which we're discussing today?
And so the opportunity for us and Adobe is that we really understand data and we understand audiences. So what we can do is, rather than using that content methodology, we can actually now properly measure an audience.
One perspective which one has to keep in mind in India, if you see all the reports which come, whether it's a Pitch Madison report or the other advertising spend reports come, every year print is ahead of TV in India still, just about by little margin. Now that's a very big dichotomy, that on one hand we are definitely obsessed with such micro planning in media, which we do really fascinatingly well in TV, but at the same time there's an equally large print industry which actually has not had any measurement so far in India.
Join the 63-year-old highly reputed Bombay Management Association as it felicitates business leaders for their contribution to the management movement.
I think absolutely delighted that we are in the 38th year, and if you really look at the who's who of corporate India, we have had virtually everyone being recognized for their contribution.
Today at 5 only on NDTV Prime.
क्या आपने कभी ऑनलाइन होटल सर्च किया है? तो आपको पता होगा कि एक ही होटल रूम के अलग-अलग वेबसाइट पे कितने डिफरेंट प्राइसेस हैं. Well, Trivago does the work for you and instantly compares more than 600,000 hotels for more than 200 different websites. तो अपना समय और पैसा दोनों बचाएं और Trivago पे मनचाहा होटल किफायती दाम में पाएं. Just go to Trivago, type in where you want to go, and with 2 clicks, select your check-in, check-out date, and search. It's that simple. Trivago 100 से ज़्यादा वेबसाइट्स को सर्च करके आपको दिखाएगा the most popular hotels. अपने बजट के अनुसार प्राइस एडजस्ट करें, select number of stars, or filter by average guest rating from over 100 million reviews. Remember, Trivago दिखाएगा आपको अलग-अलग prices for the exact same room, and that's how you can be sure to find your ideal hotel for the best price. Hotel Trivago.
Hey, interview. Did you check about the company with the CEO? CEO? Why would
Yeah,
you
man. He's great. Gave me tips for my interview too. I consulted my CEO and got a promotion.
Yes.
क्या यार?
Why go to the wrong CEO when the right one's in your pocket?
Times Jobs, your career enhancement officer, where you get exclusive company reviews, interview tips, salary benchmarking, and the largest number of jobs too. Times Jobs, India's most loved CEO.
Think wellness, think Arogyam. Powered by Thyrocare.
Time to raise a toast to the best in property. From dream homes to green architecture.
What works in India's real estate? Honesty, humor, or humility?
I think humility is what I would say is.
Welcome to India's most credible real estate awards.
Humbled and honored.